one thing that we did do out here to try to help the sage-grouse if they ever do decide to come back is we put fence markers along this fence that kind of cuts right through, kind of right near where the lek is. So as you guys can see, those are little white markers on the fence. And like we talked about before, that helps the birds see the fence when they're getting flushed off the lek. But we only had time to mark this middle fence. There's also a fence that's closer to the highway. We drove through the gate there. And so what we're gonna do for the rest, well, for about an hour, is we're all gonna get a bunch of fence markers that Jason has in his truck, and we're gonna mark sections of that fence up there. So the way you wanna do this, Jason might explain how his markers work because I'm not sure, there's a few different types. But what we wanna do is this fence, well, first thing is it's a barbed wire fence. So you guys need to be careful, okay? And maybe, yeah, I know some of you have gloves, some of you don't, but just be really careful not to touch the barbed wire. Please don't climb through the fence, all that kind of stuff. And the way we want to do it is it's a four or five strand fence. I think it's 4 strands. We want to mark the top wire and the third wire. And between each section, you want to do it in like a W shape. So if you guys can kind of see over there, between each section, we've got 3 markers on the top and 2 markers on the third wire down. So it's kind of like a W, okay? So Jason, do you want to talk about the markers themselves, or is that pretty self-explanatory?
Yeah, I think the markers are pretty self-explanatory. They just hang right on the wire on the fence, and all you guys will be plenty sharp enough to figure it out. So I don't know if you want to hand them out here, if you want to hand them.
Well, yeah, we're actually going to have to go back up there. Well, we could walk, but it's probably easier just to drive back up there, unless you guys...
Oh, let's walk.
Okay, let's walk.
By the time we get in the van and then get back up.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Time to explore after like around here for
the new guys.
It's supposed
No,
to be
we're
there at
waiting
6.
for you.
Yeah. So.
Well, Luther told her, suggested that she call Harry. And
Oh, 50, 10 cents.
Oh.
Daddy, we're done.
Yeah, and again, like, how long will this take to drive by on the highway, you think?
Bus, and then you're coming down, and it just had, and then you get to the top and you just see the fence keep going. You're like,
Yeah.
wow.